All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Tonight, we've got a special event for you. AVLeagues 100. It's Team Cha-Cha, baby. Daytona Roval. It's the NASCAR circuit. No, not the regular one, baby. It's the NASCAR Roval. Thanks to Team Cha-Cha. Paulo Chachalowski doing a great job converting that track over and getting it rocking and rolling. We got a great one for you tonight. The AVLeagues 100. And you can only see it live right here on TurnLeftTV. Oh, hey, guess what? Did I mention? It's raining, baby. It is raining for the AVLeagues 100. This is going to be a blast, boys and girls. Hang out. It's about ready to get real. All right, hey, thank you so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Got a good one for you here tonight. Very special event. A good friend of mine, Paulo Chachalowski, asking me to do a little broadcasting here for him. I hear those guys in the background dogging me out right now. I don't understand Portuguese, but I hear you, boys. I hear you. 13 drivers here joining us tonight, so great little event here for us. We'll take a look at the track here at Daytona. 5.81 kilometer, 3.61 mile road course here. This is the NASCAR configuration with the extra chicane. And this is going to be a great one. Banking in the turns, of course, 31 degrees, that typical Daytona banking there in the super speedway. Tri-oval 18 degrees. Down the backstretch at 2 degrees. Infield, 0, baby. So this is going to be a great race here tonight. Very excited about broadcasting this race. So looks like the practice session has ended. Again, this is the AVLeagues 100. 28 laps here tonight. Race 7 of 10. These guys race for the chase, for the playoffs. I'm your broadcaster, Heath Johnson. The broadcaster, the director, the commentator, the man you want to beat when things are going wrong. These guys are entering qualifications, I believe, so we'll take a look at the practice times. Now, I think for the most part, these guys have gotten some early practice in here, so take a look at the top time there. Danilo Sousa, 154.171. João Ragatieri. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing those names there. 155.094. The Henrique. Shown in third. Benar Silva is fourth. João Herbert. 157.691. Rogério Santos in sixth. J-Man BR in seventh. Paulo Roberto, eighth. Frank Vasconcelos, ninth, and Edders Magel rounding out the top 10 in practice. I'd like to thank you so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel, and Should be a great one here tonight. Thanks so much for coming in. Peace to everybody out there. And if you would like to subscribe to TurnLeftTV and you haven't done so, please hit that subscribe button. Share my videos with your friends. Please hit the thumbs up button and let me know how I'm doing here. So let me know you've been here tonight. And thanks to all those folks who come in and watch the races here on TurnLeftTV, and also all those recent subscribers and all those long-time faithful subscribers here to TurnLeftTV. Thank you. I have a lot of fun doing this, and really, if it wasn't for folks coming out and watching it, I don't know if I would be able to continue doing this. So thanks for your support and all the suggestions along the way to help this thing get even better, certainly compared to when we first started. We got a great one for you here tonight. We'll take a look at the season standings coming into tonight. Enrique Lustosa. That is the Enrique on the track. J-Man BR second. Danilo Sousa is third. Silvio Savadini comes in tonight in fourth position. Paulo Chachalowski is fifth. Edders Magel sits in the sixth position. João Ragateri sits in the seventh position. Rogerio Santos is eighth. Escofil Sanfre is in the ninth position. Welber Rocha sits in the 10th position. Coming into tonight's race, take a look at João Herbert in that 28 car. He's doing his outlap here, getting ready to do his qualification attempt. This is a big track here, man. Hey, if you're interested in some comics, please give ZiaComics.com a look. Your nerd headquarters. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. ZiaComics.com, your nerd headquarters. Well, these guys are in a race for the chase. And right now, Enrique Lustosa, J-Man BR, Paulo Chachalowski, Frank Vasconcelos, with their wins, have earned a trip to the playoffs. So the round of 10. So they've earned that those spots, guaranteed spots, with those big wins there from those four drivers. And we'll take a look at the schedule here. I made up a schedule, so we'll switch this over to a little bit of a better song. There we go. Taking a look at the schedule. We'll get that qualification logo off there. There we go. So tonight, Daytona Roval. This is the NASCAR layout. Next week at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Talladega on November the 4th. Motegi Road Circuit on November the 11th. And then we start the chase November the 18th with the Motegi Oval. So Chachalowski, Lustosa, J-Man BR, Vasconcelos have earned a trip into that November 18th chase. Myrtle Beach, that's going to be an interesting one there in the chase. That track, a very fun one. They're converted over by Paulo, November the 25th. And then that's December 2nd, got Pocono, the tricky triangle for the round of 6. And then January the 13th, Phoenix with the Final Four. So who's going to be the Final Four here? Well, we got quite a few races there to figure that out, but nonetheless, got 4 guys already making it into the round of 10. getting some guys joining us in the chat. So good to see Joe Haynes in here joining us. Flavio Roberto. And then Big Frank, Edgar Horst Jr. Looks like he's got a favorite driver up there, Paulo Chachalowski. Rogerio as well, man. He does some streaming as well. He does a good job in-car streaming. I would bet he's streaming tonight's race. So the top time there, Rigateri, is 152.221 so far, the time to beat. I tell you what, man, somebody who might be able to do that is Ben Silva. So far, second on the grid there. So it looks like he is going to qualify in the second position so far. Sandro Kelmer joining us in the chat, too. How about that, huh? There's some stock car royalty right there. Brazilian stock car royalty, Sandro Kelmer. Some of these guys may have elected not to do any qualification attempt, so interesting strategy there. So we're going to get right at it, man, because the warm-up session is very, very short here. So 13 drivers. Good turnout here for this track. Hey, don't forget to join us on Friday. We'll be at Brookdale Speedway, the High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series. It's race number 9. There are 10 races in this season, so the season winding down. We got a tight points battle. 110 laps from Brookdale. Very challenging track. That's Darlington. Coming up on my birthday, man. 23 October. I'll be 40 years old again. All right, man. We got the, looks like we got the qualification results. Take a look at the qualification results here. As we got that chat up here. Like seeing those guys coming in here. So, João Regateri is our pole setter there, 152.221. Ben Silva, second. Danilo Sousa is third. Enrique Lustosas is fourth. Rogerio Santos is fifth. João Ebert is sixth. Escofil Sanfre is seventh. J-Man BR eighth. Paulo Roberto is ninth. And Frank Vasconcelos qualifies in the 10th position. Some of these guys didn't go at it. There's Magel, that Jack Daniels racing machine. Qualifying in the 11th position. Paulo Chachalowski starts in the 12th position. Silvio Cividini starts in 13th. So short little warm-up session, man. These guys are going to get after it here in a hurry. Paulo Chachalowski testing out the grass here right now. Just see how wet this track is. Got that windshield wiper on, and he's just seeing if he can race off the track there just a little bit. The 94 car. Man, that car is pink, man. That is hot pink. It's going to be Paulo's new nickname, Paulo Hot Pink Chachalowski. Hot Pink's going to start in the 12th position here tonight. Hey, coming up on Saturday, we'll be back at it with the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series. Race number 6, 134 laps from Texas. You know, what they say, everything's bigger in Texas. And the racing is going to be big. So IndyCar Series heating up. Coming up on Saturday, October the 24th. Racing starts at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Silvio Cividini in that 12 car. Again, it's wet out here, so this is going to be a little challenging with the rain. Very interesting. Paulo Roberto in that 39 car. All right, boys and girls, that does it for the warm-up session. Very little short warm-up session, so we're going to get after it here now. So the AVLeagues 100. This is race number 7 of 10 in the regular season. The race for the chase. 4 drivers already in that round of 10. Can we have a 5th tonight? Well, we're going to find out, that's for sure. So here we go, boys and girls. Get this bad boy ready to rock and roll. We'll take a look at that starting order. João Regateri starts in the 1st position. Benor Silva starts in 2nd. Danilo Sousa starts in the 3rd position. Enrique Lustosa starts in 4th. In the 5th position is Rogerio Santos. João Robert Ebert starts in 6th. Escofil Sanfre starts in the 7th position. J-Man BR starts in 8th. In the 9th position is Paulo Roberto. In 10th, Frank Vasconcelos, Big Frank. Eder Zmegal, Rock and Roll, starts in the 11th position. Paulo Chachalowski, Big Pink, starts in 12th. In 13th is Silvio Cividini. All right, boys and girls, this is going to be an interesting race. Don't forget tonight, 28 laps here at the NASCAR layout at Daytona Road Course. So excited about this race, and João Regateri in that 16 car. Uh-oh, looks like they've done a restart here. Somebody may not have gotten on the grid.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
Now that is a colorful car from João Regateri. That is, there's a lot going on right there. That's a party. That is a party. What do they call that? A fiesta. All right, I think we mean it for real this time. Some of those guys wanting to take that access road. Some guys getting right out on the track here. Probably a little bit easier just to get right out on the track, to be honest with you. All right, man. We're going to get after it here. 16, what do we got? 13 drivers here tonight. João Regateri is our pole sitter here. Benor Silva in the 90 car in second. Danilo Sousa third. Enrique Lustosas in the fourth position. Rosario Santos will start in fifth. So pretty much the only thing that's different about this track is the extra chicane for the NASCAR circuit. Looks like we got a little clear track here right now. Looks like it stopped raining. Typical Florida weather. Rains for about 10 minutes and then stops raining and then gets real hot. Probably a lot like Brazil. All right, too wide here. Now up onto the oval portion of the track. I think the best bet here is maybe just keep this baby on the track. Don't try to overdrive it. Just kind of realize that a lot of these guys, a lot of drivers here are going to have some problems throughout the course of the race, and try to lessen the blow. If you're going to miss a turn here and there, there's no doubt about that. But try to keep that car between the lines as much as you can. Race the track, and then let the race come to you. That's going to be that would certainly be my strategy in tonight's race. Got this little bit of a chicane right here, as these guys are going to navigate through that. So again, the NASCAR circuit has the extra chicane. You'll see that coming up, I believe. So just before pit entrance. So here we go. Get ready to get after it, boys and girls. The AVLeagues 100. Green, green, green. Here we go. Heading into turn one. This is going to be wild right here. So João Regateri out to the lead there in that 16 car. Benor Silva in second. Enrique Lustosas in the third position. Rosario Santos in fourth. Rosario already moving up the grid here, making a pass to take over the fourth position. Take a look at that pass there. As he gets by the 88. 28 there going by as well. So good battle in there early on. Try to establish a little bit of a positioning for the long haul. Going to be local cautions only. So Santos in the 77 car here now working on the back of Enrique Lustosas. So João Regateri leading the field in that 16 car. 28 car here of Herbert gets around Sousa. Good 88 and the 28 there, fighting for position. It was that pass a little earlier. Big Frank Vasconcelos entering the chicane there, getting a little bit off track right there. Got to be careful in that 81 car. Do not want to get caught cutting the track. So the 81 there getting through the chicane. Paulo Chachalowski looking to make a move here. That 94 car, as you see. Oh, we got a spinner here. Somebody's spinning. Looks like the 39 car coming around. 94, Paulo Chachalowski having a battle here with Escofil Sanfre. Again, we've had somebody come off track there, a little spin. That'd have been Paulo Roberto. Looks like in that 39 car comes off track, so something going on there. He might have just missed a turn. We'll have to take a look and see what happened to him. Paulo Roberto. Now 39, he just gets, he gets tagged right there and comes around. So a little contact for Paulo Roberto. Looks like Chachalowski had gotten around. And maybe Escofil, he got around as well. So take a look here, maybe Chachalowski. Yeah, it doesn't look like maybe it was Anders Magel there that got into him a little bit. No, that was Frank Vasconcelos. Looked like Vasconcelos was just trying to miss Paulo. On board here with Vasconcelos, the 39 car gets a little bit loose right there and just a little bit of an odd angle, and Vasconcelos gets into the back of him a little bit. So Paulo Roberto looks like he might have now retired his machine. 28 car. Herbert and Rosario Santos, they get together there. Santos comes off track. So we'll take a look. Santos off track here, and then he's going to get a little contact from the 28 car. 77 there off track, trying to hang on to that thing. The 88 gets by. Danilo Sousa gets by. Take a look here. Danilo Sousa here trying to make that pass as Rosario Santos in the grass. Kicking up a little dust. Frank Vasconcelos, J-Man BR having a battle here. The 81 of Vasconcelos making a pass there on J-Man BR in the 50 car. Vasconcelos up to the 9th position. J-Man BR back to 10th. Both those guys already in the chase. Silvio Cividini here picking up a spot here in the 12th position. Now, in that 12 car. So back up here with our race leader, João Regateri, in S16, looking pretty solid. Got a almost a 7-second lead over Benor Silva. Take a look at Benor Silva here in the 90 car in that Coca-Cola sponsored machine. Right now running in the 2nd position. Enrique Lustosas, he's got a battle on his hands. João Herbert shown in the 4th position just behind him. So we're on board here with Enrique Lustosas, and he has got a battle in that 28 car. Danilo Sousa in there as well. Don't forget about Rosario Santos. He's trying to bounce back from a little contact earlier. The 17, Enrique Lustosas. Got a couple wins here this season. Looking to maybe pick up another one. He's got a little work to do. Danilo Sousa wants by in a bad way here in this 88 car. He's trying to get by that 28. So good 3-way battle here, and actually 4-way battle if you consider also Rosario Santos back there as well in the 77 car. of João Regateri. Leading this field and got a pretty solid lead here in the party machine. Heading into that chicane, this first chicane here on the backstretch, and he has got this thing set up. Look at a good, clean transition through the chicane back up onto the oval portion of the track. Danilo Sousa in the 88. João Herbert here battling for position. Danilo Sousa on the outside line. It looks like he is going to get that position now entering the chicane. Good four-way battle right here. Enrique Lustosas, Danilo Sousa, João Herbert, and Rogerio Santos. Sousa looking like he wants to get by here on the outside line into that final chicane. Not going to be able to pull off that pass. It gives a little 17 a little bit of a bump there. Looking out of the back of the 17 machine. So we're looking out of the back of Danilo Sousa's machine. Now out of the front of his machine. Side-by-side action here. Into turn one. A little bit of contact there. 28 and the 77 getting into each other. That 77 was leaning on him. Look at this, man. This 77, Rogerio Santos. It's a four-way battle here. He is going to lean on this 28 car. Running him off there. Looked like the 28 had pinched him just a little bit, and Santos was having none of that, man. He gets by the 28 car. So João Herbert now back to the 6th position. Rogerio Santos now back up to 5th. And now look at this. We got a battle here. So Herbert says, no way, buddy. I'm not going to let you have that spot. I'm going to make you earn it. So through the infield, good battle here down in this right-hand turn here. And a good long jaunt up to that last turn before they head back up onto the oval portion of the track. Good passing opportunity right here. Get yourself set up for this oval portion. That 28 is looking on the outside line. Good battle here between the 77 and the 28. Danilo Sousa makes a pass on Enrique Lustosas. So Danilo Sousa in that 88 car. 17 of Enrique Lustosas battling for position. Ford versus Camaro, and the Camaro is going to take that position. The 88 of Danilo Sousa now moves up to 3rd. Frank Vasconcelos and Escofil Safre battling for position. This is for the 8th spot as Big Frank in the 81 car takes that spot. The 18 Escofil dives back in the 9th position. Good passing going on right now. Some great battling here. Tell you what, man, these Brazilian guys just absolutely eat, sleep, and drink racing. I know a lot of these guys from years of racing with them here in rFactor 2 in different places, and they just absolutely love to compete. João Regateri here, our race leader. We'll take a look at Benner Silva shown in the 2nd position. Net 90 car. Talk about a guy that likes to compete. I mean, this guy has got a ton of championships. Right now running in the 2nd position in that Coca-Cola sponsored Toyota. 88 Valvoline sponsor machine of Danilo Sousa running in the 3rd position. Starting to pull away there a little bit from our 4th place car, Enrique Lustosas in the 17. They had a great battle. Lustosas, a good looking paint scheme there. Running in 4th. I'll tell you, man, and João Herbert and Rogerio Santos here battling for position. Rogerio Santos comes off track, and he might have gotten into the tire barrier. So Rogerio Santos has come off track here, and he missed that turn, and he is going to lose a ton of positions. Take a look here. He's just going to miss this chicane. This thing does not turn for him. I think he gets on the, oh man, hard into the tire barrier. This thing did not turn here. We'll take a look here. Another look at this. As Rogerio gets onto that curb right there, and he just cannot get that car turned back to the right, and it goes straight into the tire barrier. What a tough break there for him. Take a look at Herbert's view of this, and watch this. You're just going to see that 77 car go straight into the tire barrier, and he is going to lose a ton of positions. Tough break there for him because he was having a really good night. Now the front of that car is all boogered up, and he is on pit lane. So Santos on pit lane here in that 77 car. We'll take a look here at him taking some service. There's a 17 car. Danilo Sousa running in the third position. We'll take a look at our race leader. So extended pit stop for Rogerio Santos running in 12th, and that's 77 on pit lane. Big time contact with the tire barrier. In the chicane. He was racy. What a shame there because he was really, really racy. Very strong looking car here tonight. Silvio Cividini here running in that 12 car. He is right now shown in the 11th position, so he keeps plugging away. There was some of those troubles some of those other guys have had on the track. How about Edersmagel? J-Man BR battling it out. Edersmagel here trying to pick up a spot, and he does, as J-Man BR might have some trouble there. It does look like he's come off track, so Edersmagel making that pass here. We'll take a look here again. So looking at this final chicane, that 50 car having a little trouble. He gets on the brakes to keep himself from getting into the wall, but the 82 Edersmagel going to take that spot. It looks like we got a little bit of rain here on the track. Looks like we got some windshield wipers on. We'll take a look. Edersmagel, they are coming off track. So he's had some trouble. Their guys are probably going to have to come in and get some rain tires on that machine as the 18 spins. The 18 spins off into the grass. It had a lot of room there to work with. So he's come off track. Edersmagel coming around the turn as Escofil Sanfre in the 18. Getting that thing back out on track, so a little bit of rain coming down. I shouldn't say a little bit. It looks like it's monsoon coming down right now, so you got to be really careful on these slicks. So we might see some guys making pit stops here fairly soon, and we do see our race leader making a pit stop in the 16 car. So João Regateri is on pit lane to take some service here and probably get some rain tires on this machine. Very smart move. Question is, will Benor Silva follow suit? Benor Silva in the 90 car wants to get those laps led. That Coca-Cola sponsor machine, he is being careful. Does not want to spin out that car. Danilo Sousa on pit lane as well, taking some service in the 88 car. See the 17 car on pit lane. So Enrique Lustosas on pit lane, taking some service, probably getting some rain tires there. So the 90 of Benor Silva, the race leader. As these guys finishing up their pit stops now, coming back on track. Ben Silva getting some valuable points here. João Herbert in second. João Regateri shown in the third position. Frank Vasconcelos fourth. Paulo Chachalowski is fifth. 17 of Enrique Lustosas here, running in the seventh position. Look at this battle here. João Regateri and João Herbert battling for position. Herbert up there in the wall in that 28 car. 16 gets by. So Regateri on fresher tires, on some rain tires here, getting that position back and coming through the chicane. Very interesting to see how this car handles on these rain tires. Looks like no problem as they come through the chicane. That Camaro sideways right there as he comes off the chicane. Back onto the oval of the track. So Regateri there hanging that car out on the edge. J-Man BR here looks like he's missed his pit stall or had to back up and get out of his pits. 18, Escofil Sanfre on pit lane as well. Looks like Ben Silva might have come down pit lane as he is taking some service, giving up the race lead. João Regateri back to the race lead here in this 16 car. Ben Silva giving up the race lead to come down pit lane. He's now finished up his pit stop and coming back out on track here on that access road. Regateri there hanging that car out, man. Look at that, man. The back end of that car coming around. Does a great job of keeping that thing straight. Take a look at Danilo Sousa running in the 88 car. Ned AVLeagues sponsor machine running in the third position. You're 10 laps in. Not quite to halfway, but we're getting there. João Herbert shown in the fourth position. He's got Rogerio Santos on the back of him. Rogerio bouncing back here. He's in the 12th position in that 77 car. Again, he had some issues there running into the tire barrier and now playing a little catch-up. Enrique Lustosas in the 17, running in the 5th position. And you see a pretty good rain coming down as the track is wet, throwing out some spray off the back of that car. Big Frank in the 81 car. Frank Vasconcelos running in the 6th position. Just behind him is Paulo Chachalowski running in 7th. Good battle between the two of those guys. Looking out of the front of Chachalowski's machine. He's trying to close in on Big Frank. Oh, he misses that turn a little bit. Misses that turn. He doesn't gain a position, but he missed that turn. Hopefully did not get a cut track penalty in the 94. And looks like he is indicating that he might have gotten a cut track penalty. Oh, man. So he had to slow down and serve that little penalty right there. So the 94, Paulo Big Pink Chachalowski getting a penalty there as he was trying to get around Frank Vasconcelos. J-Man BR in his 50 car here. Picking up a spot as Eder Smagel coming back out on track. See that 82 blending in as J-Man BR running in the 8th position. Eder Smagel in 9th. Frank Vasconcelos now picking up a spot running in the 5th position. Enrique Lustosas running in 6th. And I think... not sure what's happened in Enrique Lustosas. Running into 7th. Looks like he's made that pit stop there. That's what the case may be there. So he's lost some positions being on pit lane. So little pit strategy now comes out in the 7th position. Enrique here just a little bit later. He gets onto that curb there a little bit and then spins the back into that car. Fortunately, does not get into anything. He's in the grass, so getting that car back out on track is the order of the day right there. Is his goal right now, and Rogerio Santos closing in on him. So on board here with Enrique Lustosas. Running in the 7th position. J-Man BR here in the 50 car, running in 8th. Edersmagel just behind him in the 82 in the 9th position. So pretty tight battle there between the two of those guys. Taking out a cone there is J-Man BR. He said, I don't like that cone being there. Let's just knock it off into the infield. Coming back out on the oval portion of the track, and Edersmagel is all over the back of him right now. A good battle right there. Escafil Sanfre coming out. Oh, out of the chicane. He spins that 18 car. Gets that car turned around, and he's going to have to get it around the other way and get this thing straightened back up and get back out on track. So Escafil does not lose any positions over that, but he spun that car around. And so that Toyota came all the way around as he exited that chicane. Looks like Enrique Lustosas has that problem and going to lose a spot here to Edersmagel. J-Man BR gets by as well. Go on board here with J-Man as you see spinning car there of Enrique Lustosas in that 17, and so he lost a couple positions. Escafil Sanfre might end up getting, man, we got a heavy downpour right now. Escafil Sanfre having some trouble holding on to that car here as he's really pretty scared of, I think, coming into turn 1 with this really, really wet track. So pretty solid rain going on right now. And nobody on the merry-go-round. What in the world? Where's everybody at? João Herbert in the 28 car. Oh, that car coming around on him a little bit. He's trying to catch it, and it comes all the way around up on the oval portion of that track, but he does a good job of getting that car straightened back up and headed in the right direction. So that Toyota came all the way around. My heavens, man. Escafil Sanfre trying to make a pass here on Edersmagel. Edersmagel must have missed a turn and letting him have that position. Well, Edersmagel, I think, may have come off track maybe in the chicane. Not sure what the deal is with him. He comes off into the grass and makes a little contact with the wall right there. That Jack Daniels machine making some contact in that 82 car with the wall, so he's going to lose some spots. Well, Escafil getting by. Look at that big jet landing. Getting by there, Edersmagel. Right now, the guy to beat is João Rigateri. That 16 car, he has got a 30-second lead over P2. This guy has come to play. Doug Escafil, after making that pass, has gotten off track here a little bit. Getting that car wanting to come around. He tries to catch it. He gets into the grass. Getting the car back out on track. It doesn't lose any positions, but nonetheless, having a little issue here. And I'll tell you what, Edersmagel closing back into the 82 car. The Rigateri has been pretty flawless here tonight in the 16. He has been able to adapt to the change in conditions. We had a good green track, nice dry track early on. Had a little bit of rain in the practice session, but kind of dried up there. And now back to a hard rain. So these guys had to come in, put some rain tires on, and get back out on track. How about this? Enrique Lustosas now picking up a spot running in the 9th position. There's Edersmego on pit lane in that 82. Silvio Cividini here picking up a spot now in the 10th position in the 12 car. Good looking paint scheme there on Silvio Cividini as he heads into turn 1. This is the challenging turn right here. Really gets pretty hard left. And you got to be careful when you get back in the gas here. And you got a little S section of the track here. So we're on board here with Cividini. And a pretty decent right-hander coming up. Got to be careful when you get into the gas here, especially on those wet conditions. The car can come around pretty easily. And then you're going to go back to the left here, so you got a little bit of a straightaway, and then back to the left. Fairly decent speed left-hander here, and then back to the right for that last little straightaway before we head back up onto the oval circuit. A pretty hard right-hander, and then a big, long straightaway right here on the infield, and then a hard left-hander back out onto the banking of the oval portion of the track. And this is about the time you want to start really getting into this gas here, but you got to be careful with it being such a wet track. The 16 of João Rigateri here picking him up and putting him down as we see Edersmego coming back out on track. So Rigateri in the 16, you see that at 82 coming off track a little bit. Escafil Sanfre having a battle with a 17, little 18 versus 17 action. 17 of Enrique there going to get by. And he's going to overrun that turn as Sanfre going to get back by here in the 18 car. So the 17 of Enrique Lustosas. Oh, and Sanfre makes some contact with the wall as he made that pass. Sanfre made some contact with the wall. He made that pass here. He's on the inside in the 17, and he's going to make some contact here. So you see he gets that car a little bit loose. I was talking about getting into that gas a little bit too early, and Enrique Lustosas is going to pull off that pass and gain that position back. Take a look at Ben Silva here running in the second position. Again, having a pretty no-nonsense night in the 90 car. Good points night for Ben Silva. Danilo Sousa running in third. In the 88, that Valvoline sponsored Camaro. João Herberts running in that 28 car. He's got that car sideways, running in the fourth position. On the brakes there into the turn. How about Big Frank in his Toyota running in fifth? Good points night for him. Again, he's already in the chase in the round of 10. Chachalowski, another one of those drivers already in that round of 10 in the 94 car. Coming back out onto the oval portion of the track, he's running in the sixth position. Rigateri and J-Man BR having a battle here. J-Man BR in the 50 car up on the high side as the 17. As Rigateri gets by. Excuse me, Enrique. Or that's, Enrique Lustosas. Sorry about that. Making that pass on J-Man BR. Now picking up the seventh position. Silvio Cividini here in the 12 car is now shown in the eighth position. So he keeps plugging away some of these other guys coming down pit lane. So Escafil Sanfre coming down pit lane here in the 18 car, making his pit stop. Ben Silva. He might be coming down pit lane. Oh, Ben Silva comes off track. So rare mistake by Ben Silva, comes off track. But he does a good job of getting the thing back out on track here and not losing any positions. J-Man BR, Escafil Sanfre on pit lane. So the 50 having some trouble getting out of his pit box. Take a look at 50 car on pit lane as the 18 gets in his pit box there. And I think there might have been a little communication about that pitting, the way those guys are pitting. And J-Man BR has a trouble getting out here because the 18 kind of blocking him in. So the 50 car has to back up and get that car pointed out onto pit lane or onto the exit of pit lane. And there might have been a little communication there between the two of those guys. Our race leader, João Rigateri, on pit lane in the 16 car. So João Rigateri now coming back out on track, making his pit stop. It's the 90 of Benor Silva trying to pick up that race lead. He's got a lot of work to do, and I don't think he's going to end up capturing the lead there, as the 16 going to hold on to that lead after making pit stops. Take a look here at Silvio Cividini now running in the 8th position in the 12 car. Pretty quiet night for him. He started in the back and sort of been just keeps plugging away. Those other guys having some bad luck, but Cividini now in the top 8. So looking to maybe crack the top 5 before the night's over. João Rigateri has got some company with Benor Silva, so Benor Silva really not that far behind now. So some tight racing here as we're looking at about a 6-second gap between the two of those guys as the rain seems to be dying down now. Benor Silva is in second, so he has closed that gap here 18 laps in, so we got 10 laps to go. Our third place car, Danilo Sousa in the 88 on pit lane. He's making his pit stop. Benor Silva still closing in, so definitely want to watch this as João Rigateri is our leader and not too far behind him. About 5 seconds back is that guy right there, Benor Silva. That is a guy I have seen win a lot of races, and you can never count that guy out. He always seems to find a way to get back to the front, even when he's had some bad luck. So Benor Silva, definitely keep your eye on that second place machine and that gap between he and Rigateri. And we'll take a look at that battle there. It's it's about 7 seconds now. So Rigateri there on a little bit faster portion of the track, but definitely closer than what we saw earlier, which was about a 16-second gap between the two of those. Zmego has a penalty. He's probably going to have to maybe come back down pit lane. Not sure what the penalty's for there. So back up here with João Rigatieri in his 16 car. So we're just 10 laps to go, and Rigatieri is the race leader. That Team Schnell sponsored machine. Now, Benner Silva is coming down pit lane here in the 90 car. So he's going to probably give up third position, I would imagine, or excuse me, second position as he's making his pit stop. And I would suggest you that Danilo Sousa is going to end up taking over the second position. As Benner Silva making his pit stop, and that is the case here. We look out of the back of Danilo Sousa's machine. You see Benner Silva coming around on that access road to the track off pit lane. So Sousa there coming around the turn. As Benner Silva in tow right there in that 90 car. Frank Vasconcelos here in the 81 car running in the fourth position. And he's got a little bit of company out of João Herbert running in the fifth spot. So those guys pretty close together there. As we start to wind down this race, just 10 laps to go. Eders Magos here had some trouble. He's gotten off track. He's in the grass. That Jack Daniels sponsor machine. Oh, man, there's a hard contact there for the 82 car. There's Jack Daniels all over the inside of that car. You better get out and run. The cops are going to be there soon. So this 82 car, he's trying to pour himself another drink, and he spins that car around. I mean, that guy is rock and roll. So it looks like that car is on fire, as a matter of fact. So Eders Magos' car is on fire. And hopefully he's able to get out of that. He's got that Jack Daniels on fire right now. Benner Silva here getting by the 88 car. So back in the rain as the 90 car reclaims the second position. Danilo Sousa back to third. So if you're just joining us there just now, Eders Magos comes around, makes hard contact with that inside wall, and my heavens, man, that car was on fire. So good battle here for the second position, the 88 and the 90 battling it out. So the 81 has retired his machine. 16, João Rigatieri is the race leader. Somebody was talking about how good he is in the rain. He is flawless so far. I've really not seen him make any mistakes. Go back here and look at our third place car, Danilo Sousa, as he's trying to maintain contact with Benner Silva coming around the last turn before they enter that oval section of the track. So 28 is João Herbert. Oh, man, he misses that turn. He's going to try to keep that car out of the tire barrier. It is wet again, so 28 car coming back out on track. No harm, no foul. It doesn't lose any positions. So right now running in fifth. João Herbert running in the fifth position of the 28 car, avoiding some disaster. Danilo Sousa running in the third spot. Chachalowski The 94 car, Paulo Big Pink Chachalowski, comes off track. Keeps it out of the wall. That's good. So now back out on track to get that car moving forward. The Team Cha-Cha sponsor machine, number 94, running in the 6th position. The Danilo Sousa coming down pit lane here, making a late race pit stop, giving up the 3rd position maybe, as Vasconcelos might be able to gain that spot. So Danilo on pit lane. So 21 laps in, and Regatieri has a pretty commanding lead over our 2nd place car, Ben Arsilma. Danilo Sousa on pit lane is our 3rd place car. Frank Vasconcelos and João Herbert running here pretty close together. Vasconcelos now picking up the 3rd position. Herbert is now picked up the 4th spot. Danilo Sousa being on pit lane has lost those 2 positions. So pretty close battle here between the 2 of these guys. We'll take a look at that side-by-side here as Hebert running in the 4th spot, looking ahead out of the front of his car at our 3rd place car, Frank Vasconcelos, and that is a good battle there. Vasconcelos misses that turn a little bit. Hebert has got a run on him. Good battle here between the 28 and the 81. Hebert might have the preferred position. Is he going to be able to pull off this pass on that 81 car? Good battle here. This is for the 3rd spot. Frank Vasconcelos in the 81 is 3rd. João Hebert running in the 4th position in the 28 car. Good battle between the 2 of those guys. Vasconcelos holds on to that spot. Definitely do not want to give up a spot this late in the race. That battle is tight between the 2 of those guys. That 28 car is hounding him right now. Looking out of the back of Frank Vasconcelos' machine. Hebert is giving him all he wants right now. Into the chicane. Good place to make a pass or set yourself up for a pass here. You got to be flawless through this part of the track. As these guys go to pounce. Silvio Cividini coming down pit lane here on lap 22. Back up here with our race leaders, João Regatieri in the 16 car. Ben Arsilva shown in 2nd. Frank Vasconcelos 3rd. João Hebert is 4th. Paulo Chachalowski in the 5th position. Chachalowski here picking up a spot as Danilo Sousa came down pit lane. Regatieri, our race leader, coming down pit lane in the 16 car. Making a late race pit stop here is the 16. That makes me wonder what's going to go on here with Ben Arsilva. Ben Arsilva in the 90 car here on lap 23 has a chance maybe to take the race lead. Boy, watch that, man. This battle will not go away. This is the 81 of Frank Vasconcelos. As he's running in the 3rd position, the 28 of João Hebert running in 4th. So that is a great battle between a couple Toyotas right there. Regatieri in the 16 car comes back out on off pit lane, and that Camaro got a pretty comfortable lead there. So that pit did not hurt him one bit. So he should be set up here for the finale. Now the question is, can you keep yourself out of trouble? Escofil Sanfre now moving up to the 9th position in that 18 machine here late in the race. Take a look at our 4th place car out of the front of his machine at Big Frank in the 81. Look at that, a little bit better there through the chicane, as the 81 might have cut that a little bit, so no cut track penalty for Vasconcelos. But I tell you what, man, Herbert got through the chicane a little bit better than Vasconcelos. Now I have a feeling this battle here between the two of these guys is going to come down to the last lap. And actually, look at this. This battle is heating up here. The 28 and the 81 get into each other. A little bit of swapping paint as the 28 takes that position, muscles his way through. We'll take a look at this battle here between the two of these guys through the S's. 28, 81. The 81 comes off track. He is overdriving that car just a little bit. Gets a little bit of contact there with the 28. Hebert gets by, and Vasconcelos is going to have to tuck in and loses that spot. So I had a feeling, man, that was going to heat up here before the end of the race, and it's probably not over. Good battle there between the two of those guys. Sousa here trying to make a pass on Paolo Chachalowski. Danilo Sousa makes a pass here and picks up the 5th position. Chachalowski back to 6th. These guys are trying to get after it here with just a few laps to go. It is go time. Good battling there. We'll take a look at that pass again as the 88 here outbreaks the 94 coming into turn 1 and gets by him. Good clean pass right there. No contact. Go back here and look on board here. This is Big Frank as he gets off track, and there's going to be a little bumping right here. A little bit of contact right there, and he goes wide into this turn, and Hebert gets by in the 28. '16 of Gial Regateri, the race leader. Got a pretty big lead on our 2nd place car, Benar Silva. J-Man BR on pit lane in that 50 car, so he's got nothing to complain about now as nobody's blocking him in on this pit stop, but he's making his final pit stop of the race in that 50 car. So Regateri coming down through the chicane. He's got a 20-second lead over Benar Silva. Take a look at Benar Silva here in the 90 car. Having a great run, running in the 2nd position. Our 3rd place car is Gial Herbert, running in the 28 machine in 3rd. Had a good battle there with Frank Vasconcelos a few laps ago and gained that spot. Frank Vasconcelos in the 81 shown in the 4th position. In 5th is Danilo Sousa, so cracking that top 5. That 88 machine. So we're starting to wind down the laps here. Just a few laps to go. And Gial Regateri is our race leader. And he's got a pretty solid lead right now over the field. Running in the 6th position is Paolo Chachalowski in the 94 car. He is the last car on the lead lap. Enrique Lustosas in the 17 machine. Haven't really talked about him late here in the race, but having a good race here, running in the 7th position. Now don't forget that he is already in the chase. We got 4 drivers who have made it into the round of 10 with wins. We might have another tonight, and that is Gial Regateri. He is on his way to a race victory here with just a few laps to go, and he's got a big, big race lead and will solidify his advance into the round of 10. Frank Vasconcelos here in the 81. So he's trying to close in on the 28 car. These guys are trying to outbrake each other, and both of them get a little bit. See that white smoke coming out of that car, that 28 car just ahead, as Big Frank there following him off track just a little bit. He was trying to outbrake him, and it wasn't going to work. Those guys might be using their stuff up a little bit. They were racing pretty hard there earlier on. Well, Hebert here through the chicane, and this battle heating up between the two of those guys. Don't count Frank Vasconcelos out in the 4th position. Silvio Cividini here trying to make a pass as Escofil Sanfre goes off track a little bit, comes back out on the track, so he's in the 18th position as Cividini picks up that spot. And we'll take a look at this pass here as the 18 goes a little bit wide, and the 12 car through turn 1 is going to pick up that spot. So Silvio picking up a spot here late in the race. This 16 car is set up, man. He's got a 32-second lead over the field. And he is cruising on the way to victory. So João Rigateri, just a couple laps to go for him. 2 laps to go, and he is looking solid. Track's drying out now, and he can really start getting on this thing. But no reason to overdrive it at this point. You got a sizable lead over Benor Silva, our 2nd place car. And you get that car sideways. He's not listening to me. So he getting that car sideways. Driving it for all it's worth right now. He is rolling up on the back of Paulo Chachalowski, who is our 6th place car. Oh, gets into the back of him a little bit there. Give him a little bit of a kiss. He says, hey, get out of the way, bro. Chachalowski give him a little bit of room there, but just to kind of let him know, hey, I want through. So João Rigateri here on his way to victory. He's got 1 lap to go, and we're going to see if we can't just get that screenshot now. Make sure we get it. Across the start-finish line for Rigateri, and he will be on his way to victory with 1 lap to go. 16 looking pretty solid here as he comes through the NASCAR chicane. Back out on track, crossing that start-finish line. So the 16 has been solid all night long. Had a little bit of a battle there earlier with Benor Silva, but was able to come out on top. Got 1 lap to go as he comes around turn 1, now through the S's. I had a feeling this wasn't gonna go away here. Frank just keeps working on João Hebert, and those guys battling it out as Frank Vasconcelos is going to try to take this position. Not able to do it that time by, but you know what? I don't think that battle's over. Look at this side-by-side battle here. Vasconcelos on the outside line is going to outbrake him in the chicane. So the 81 car taking that spot back here late in the race. How about that, huh? Good battle there between the two of those guys. The 16 car getting a little cocky now. Starting to rain here a little bit on him, but he has got a big lead. Benor Silva on pit lane, so no problems for the 16 as he comes back out onto the oval portion of the track. Just got 2 chicanes to go, and he is on his way to victory. So João Rigateri has been the class of the field here tonight. Pretty flawless. So Yao Rigateri says he's getting a penalty here, so. And he is going to come away with the race victory here. So congratulations to Yao Rigateri on a big race win. He said he got a penalty there. Not sure what's going on with that, but maybe that might have been after the race. So Rigateri in the 16 car gets a big race win. So congratulations to him. So congratulations to Yao Rigateri. See if we can't move that that logo a little bit. There we go. Boy, I didn't really prepare on that one very well, did I? So congratulations to the 16. What a huge win for him. He gets a big race win in that 16. What a great job for Yao Rigateri as he takes that victory lap. Is he going to do the burnout? No, he's not going to do the burnout, so we'll slam that car back up there. So congratulations to Yao Rigateri. We'll take a look at the final standings here. We'll take a look at the final standings. Yao Rigateri finishes in first. Frank Vasconcelos finishes in the second position. Benner Silva finishes in third, so Big Frank picks up another spot. Danilo Sousa finishes in the fourth position. Enrique Lustosa finishes in sixth. Paulo Chachalowski, seventh. J-Man BR finishes in the eighth position. Silvio Cividini kept plugging away and finished in the ninth position. Escofil Sanfre finishes in 10th. Eder Zmagel finishes in the 11th position. Finishing in 12th is Rogerio Santos, and Paulo Roberto finishes in 13th. So I'm getting some word there that says, thanks for the broadcast. No interview needed. So what I'm going to say here for Yao Rigateri. Well, I had a really good race here. I love my car. It's got a lot of cartoon characters on it, or Pokemon characters. I'm not sure what that is, but what a good-looking car there. But he got a big race win here. That's good, and I believe that solidifies his advance to the next round, or the round of 10. So a good win for him. And a very interesting race. A very cool track, I have to admit. So one that I'm going to have to really check out here and maybe put on the schedule in the league that I run in, or I do broadcast races for. So very interesting track indeed, and kudos to Paulo Chachalowski for his work on this track. But congratulations to Yao Rigateri on a great win for him tonight. Well, don't forget, coming up on Friday, we'll be back at it with the High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series. Race number 9 in the 2020 fall season. We got 2 races to go, including tonight, including Brookdale. So very excited about this. And this one's on my birthday, man. I'll be broadcasting a race on my birthday on Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And then coming up on Saturday, we'll be at it with the Cup Series, the Saturday Night Thunder, race number 9. Starting at 9 p.m., the Stock Car 2018 mod. And 120 laps there from Brookdale. And I'll tell you, man, I think the setup is really pretty good here in this Cup Series for this track. Pretty excited about this. And I want to thank those guys for coming out and doing that setup development, not only in Saturday Night Thunder, but also the Bushwhackers setup development as well. It really does lend itself to a much better racing. Before we do that, though, on Saturday, we got Texas Motor Speedway, 134 laps in the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series. That's right, man. IndyCars at High Octane Racing League. So 134 laps from a great, great track for IndyCars, Texas Motor Speedway. It's race number 6 in that 2020 IndyCar Series season. Well, I want to say thank you so much for coming out and joining me, man. What an honor it was for me to be able to broadcast the race for these guys, man. These guys do a great job. AVLeagues and Paulo Chachalowski's outfit, a good friend of mine. Talk to him quite often, and I can't say enough kind things about Paulo Chachalowski, and especially the work he's doing and making this sim even better by giving us more content, converting mods, converting tracks. And he really does a great job, man. He's got some fantastic skills, mad skills, man. So definitely check out Team Cha-Cha on Steam if you're interested in downloading some great content. He does a great job. But thank you for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. I'm honored that you would come out and watch the races here. And I was honored to be able to do this race, too. I was really honored when Paulo sent me a message on Discord, asked me to come out and do this race. So a little nervous, made a few mistakes along the way, but I had a good time. And hopefully we put something out there that you can be proud of. Very good racing here tonight, both in the dry conditions and in the rain here in this NASCAR layout here at Daytona International. Again, thanks for coming out and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Always appreciate the support. And I want to say, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, I encourage you to give that a little love tap. If you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, you can click on the link up in the banner of the channel and make a donation straight through PayPal. I'm just honored that you're here, that you would watch the races here. You can share them with all your friends. Please hit that thumbs up button and let me know you were here. A good little lively chat session here tonight as well, so good to see that whenever I do those streams. So João Rigatieri gets a big win, man. He was pretty flawless here tonight. Lost the lead a couple times here just on pit stops. But what a solid effort by him in that 16 car. We'll take a look at the schedule here. I think I got enough AVLeagues logos up right now. We'll take a look at the schedule here. Next week, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. That's home for me, man. That's about 40 miles away. So, hey, you Brazilian guys, come on over, man. We'll have a few beers before the race and see how you drive after a few American brewskis. So I'll send you some Sun King. That's a good American or Indiana brewery, local brewery, and they do a great job with that cream ale. So Indianapolis Motor Speedway coming up on October the 28th, and they got Talladega on November the 4th. Motegi Road Course in these cars is going to be interesting on November the 11th. That ends the regular season. So again, we got another guy there in the round of 10 with the big win tonight here. So João Rigatieri now in that now joins that group of 4 there. Paulo Chachalowski, Lustosa, J-Man BR, and Frank Vasconcelos were the 4 guys moving on to the round of 10. So now add another driver. And then we come back out at November the 18th to begin the chase at Motegi Oval. So the round of 10 begins on November the 18th, and then you narrow that down on November the 25th, the round of 8 at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Another great one. December the 2nd is Pocono Raceway, the Tricky Triangle, and that will be narrowed to 6. And then the round of 4 drivers competing for the championship on January the 13th at Phoenix International. So that's the schedule in the AVLeagues series. And very good series here indeed. Good field here tonight as well. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight here on TurnLeftTV. Thank you so much for a little special event for you tonight. Thanks for coming in, joining us. We'll see you on Friday. I'm out of here.